Hello there, YouTubers. We're back at where we left off a couple minutes ago. I'm gonna go over and pick that up. I think I'll take that top cherry because I can clean up this mess over here. So I'm just gonna pick that up with a bobcat, hopefully, and come over and you'll see me how I clean up my area here. So that's gonna be the way it is this time. Woo. Cleaned up a little bit. I'm not balanced very good on this one, and the forks just went in a little bit. So it might be a bit of a problem child, but I think we can get it. Now I go down and mark it. That's a pretty long piece of cherry there. I don't know how long it is. It's not anything that I feel like putting on a sawmill. I'd rather have it for smell good campfire wood. So now just, you know, I use a old stick from a gas station that I used to work at. You know, they stick the tanks, just cut it off. It's cut off at 17. Then I go, when you put it down, you just, and this is a log crayon, and it just leaves a nice mark, and you can just go down it pretty quick. I see all different ways of measuring logs. When I first started measuring logs, I don't know, 30 years ago, everybody laughed at me, thought I was the biggest nut in the world. Now everybody seems to measure logs, so it's kind of funny how some of the stuff I did a long time ago that people thought was crazy is now the latest greatest. This is a dead standing cherry, so it's not really. I don't think it's firewood. It's my what do you call it? Forks pushed in when I was pushing in. I didn't have a very balanced load, so I guess we'll cut here, and then I'm gonna have to run down the other end probably. I'll see when it teeters. A lot of people might ask why I don't use a grapple. I have a grapple. I'll tell you what happened one time. I was watching a guy with a grapple, and he had it hooked in the center. This was a big log, and he was sawing in, and the grapple held that thing, and the whole tractor and everything tipped over to the other point. Didn't hurt anything. I've told the story a million times. I seem to have to tell it every time. Why don't you get a grapple? Why don't you get a grapple? Well, I have a grapple. I don't like it. Okay, I couldn't saw around the forks the way I do. It's just not in my cards for a grapple. So we're gonna saw this one up. If the doesn't want to come to work. gas. We went through a tank of gas, guys. Well, I thought this was going to be a good one. Maybe I'll dump that one off and come over and grab another one and get it ready, and keep that one centered in there. If I can do that, let me put this out of the way. I'll push some of that wood up, get it out of the way. That'd be a good thing. And then I'll get, maybe I'll get that oak over there. So I'm going to push that stuff up. I think you're in a pretty good spot here. The ground's uneven, so every time I put you down, it kind of, you can see how I push this up. That ought to be a pretty good push log. Run out of gas. Don't like to run them all the way out of gas because I don't think that's good for them. Up a little bit over there. Let's see. That's about the angle that was. Let me get these turtles in there. Turtles sometimes come in handy. Let's see on this one here. There ain't no good place on this one, so we'll just put that in there. I had marks on it. I don't know where they're at. Get the marker. I'm just killing time now to make a little bit of a longer movie so you guys have something to watch while I then I'm gonna go up and get some gas and get back at it. Trying to find where my start line was. Guess I can't find my starting line, so we're gonna start a new line. That's the nice thing about the crayon, you can go either direction. Doesn't really matter. I thought I had them marked out pretty good. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to shut you off and go up and put some gas and some Earl in Mr. Chainsaw. As you can see, the pile is building up, and that pile, it's just about gone. It's gonna be gone in, I don't know, probably take me another half hour. It takes a little bit longer when you're shooting the movies. And then I don't know that I'm gonna get into that wood, but I'm gonna start assessing the ability to get into that wood. That's been there for 2 or 3 years. I want to get in there and get a couple pieces of it and check, see what its moisture content is. It's probably as low as it'll ever go. Anyhow, let me go up and get some gas. This would be a good time if you do me a favor. It doesn't cost you nothing. It helps me out, so they say. Hit the like button and the subscribe button, and if you want to see more of this nonsense, because I'm going to be back here and shooting movie actually in about maybe 10 minutes. So if you hit the subscribe button, they say it'll tell you when I'm here. But I'll tell you what, I think the best thing to help me out, if you could, is send it to a friend and let a friend watch it, and maybe they'll like it. If you know a friend that you got that's into sawmill, and I know there's quite a few group that around Dan up there at Back 40 Firewood. He's a good inspiration for a lot of people, and he kind of helped me get going. And so if you like this kind of stuff and you don't know of him, I can't imagine you're not, because he's just a phenomenal hit on YouTube. Everybody likes him. He's just the most likable guy. Go up and watch him. There's, you know, firewood in the furnace. There's so many great sawmill guys out there, and Dan's kind of putting them all together on Friday night. He does a live chat, and everybody gets together, and it's kind of like you kind of wait for Friday night to go watch him. It's like waiting for a bonanza on Sunday evening from when I was an old guy. So go check him out. I'm sure you probably, if you're here, you probably know of him. And I'll be back in a little bit, and hit the like button, subscribe. See you in a bit.